exogenous ketone supplements. That's somewhat of a controversial subject. And I almost didn't want to make that capsules because many of my friends, good friends, people I trust, people I value their opinion, are pretty high on ketone supplements. My friend Paul Carter, for example. Now, it's really a polarizing subject. On one hand, you have those who claim that it is the greatest dieting supplement known to man because it puts you instantly in ketosis. Now, just back up a bit. What is ketosis? Ketosis is a certain physiological state where your body doesn't have enough carbohydrates to fuel the basic function of the body, including the brain function. So it produces ketone bodies from fat to be used for fuel. Because the brain cannot use fat itself for fuel. It needs to use either ketone bodies or carbohydrates. So a ketogenic state is when your body is deprived of carbohydrates and it needs to produce ketones for fuel. And the argument is that when you are in a ketogenic state, then you constantly are mobilizing your own body fat to produce those ketones. So it provides you a metabolic advantage where you can burn a lot more fat for the same amount of calories eaten every day. Now, I'm a believer in ketogenic diet. When I'm preparing for a photo shoot like now, I'm eating pretty much a ketogenic diet 5 days out of 7. So my diet is mostly protein, fats, and some veggies. That having said, the argument is that those ketone supplements, when you ingest them, they automatically put you in ketosis. Personally, I don't believe in that. Personally, you can give me all the science you want. Personally, I don't believe in it because what happens actually is that you are ingesting ketones. So if I am ingesting ketones, my body doesn't need to produce as much because it already has them. It's like if I'm eating carbohydrates, my body doesn't need to fabricate glucose because it already has glucose from the food I'm eating. So if I'm eating ketones, my body doesn't need to produce them because I'm giving it to it. Of course, when I'm testing if I'm in ketosis by peeing on the keto sticks, I might test positive for ketosis because I'm excreting the metabolites from the ketones I just ingested. So of course, I think I'm in ketosis. I might not be. So I don't believe that ketone supplements are a tool that can put you in ketosis faster. If you have carbohydrates in your diet, enough to function properly, or if your protein intake is high enough, because protein can be transformed into glucose, then it's going to be really hard to be in ketosis, even if you have ketone supplements. I'm not saying they're worthless. Actually, they can be very effective, if you are on a low calories diet, either ketogenic or not. Because it is a source of energy, and a source of energy that is preferentially used by the brain. Anybody who's been dieting hard, like me right now, I'm sounding pretty much incoherent compared to my regular capsules. Most people who've been dieting hard know that their brain function, their focus, their concentration, their mood, their behavior is affected by the low energy level. So in that regard, ingesting that ketone supplement can make you feel better and improve cognitive process during a diet. That's true. It works. I've seen it. When you are in a low calories diet, it provides brain fuel which makes you feel better when dieting. That works, but it will not help you put yourself into ketosis faster. So I'm not saying these supplements don't work. I'm saying that if you decide to invest because they're pretty expensive, you must know why you're using them. I used them for my last photo shoot when I started to feel like a zombie. I used them and I felt a lot better. I was more productive. I was more able to concentrate. My mood was better. I didn't necessarily lose fat faster, but it made the dieting process easier. In my opinion, that is the main purpose of ketone supplements, not to speed up the ketosis process. Anyway, if you are ingesting a proper ketogenic diet, which is high fat, moderate protein, zero carbs, and a low calorie content, then it won't take that long to get into ketosis. And you certainly don't need anything that puts you there faster. So, yes, they work, but they're not magic, and they should be used mostly when you start to have mind-brain side effects from intense dieting.